You've been so good to me over the years, but it's time to leave. I'm leaving ClickFunnels. Hey folks, Mr. Gavin Bell here, and in this video I want to talk about ClickFunnels. Why I used to love ClickFunnels, why I no longer love ClickFunnels, and why I've had to move my membership program from ClickFunnels to WordPress. Let's get into the video. So, a few months ago I built my Funnel Academy membership program in ClickFunnels, and I built it within ClickFunnels because I've used ClickFunnels for years now for building my own landing pages, building my own funnels, building my clients' funnels, my clients' landing pages. Literally every funnel in my business and in my clients' businesses is built through ClickFunnels because it's just so easy to use. It's fast, it's quick, it's relatively cheap. It's just a good product for getting things up and launched quickly. And so I built my membership program in there with all the lessons, and I got people to come through, purchase and go into the membership program. But the more I delved into ClickFunnels as a membership product, and as I started to realize some of the things that I needed to do as a membership owner, an academy owner, ClickFunnels just didn't do it for me anymore. For example, one of the main things that I dislike about ClickFunnels, and probably the main reason I'm having to move away from ClickFunnels and over to WordPress, is because I found that I had to do everything manually. For example, when somebody leaves the academy, they had to email me, and I had to then go manually remove them from ClickFunnels, manually cancel their subscription Stripe, manually remove them from my email list. Everything was manual. And even so, when I was doing that, I had to go and search through all the members to find their subscription and cancel it. And the search function in ClickFunnels, like a super easy thing to do. You type in the person's name, they come up and you click cancel. Didn't even work. And so I had to literally, every time somebody cancels or cancelled when I was with ClickFunnels, I had to scroll through every single member to find that person. And so this cancellation process was becoming like a massive time consuming thing for me. And it's something that I don't want to be spending my time doing. And so it feels like the ClickFunnels membership product is a very cheap and quick product that they launch just so they say that they can launch memberships. It's not built with membership owners in mind. The last thing you want to be doing as a business owner is having to do all these really manual, time-consuming tasks. I want to be focused on creating content and working with the current members, not having to go through manually. And even if somebody wanted to change their card details, for example, it was a manual process. Everything was so manual. Now I've moved over to WordPress. It's all sings in with each other. So my email marketing sings with Stripe, sings with WordPress. So somebody can go into the membership, cancel their subscription themselves. They're then automatically removed from my email marketing. They're automatically cancelled in Stripe, and they're automatically removed from WordPress. So much easier. They click the button. I don't have to do anything. Another really big bugbear of mine with ClickFunnels was their emails sometimes didn't send. So someone would purchase subscription. They then were meant to get an automatic email that gave them their login details. That didn't happen all the time. Their emails didn't go out, which meant I had to then send a manual link out to people asking them to create their profile, which again was another manual task. But not just that, I had to send them what's called a secret URL in ClickFunnels, which essentially is a URL that means anyone can create a profile without purchasing. That was the only link that I could give them to go and create their profile. And someone had shared that onto a Black Hat forum, and what had happened was 500 people joined my membership overnight without paying for the product. 500 people joined the membership without paying for the product. So I woke up in the morning and I was like, we've definitely not had 500 members join. Check my emails. No, definitely not. So that was an issue. So what I had to then go and do was restrict the access to everyone in the course to only people that had purchased the product. Sounds good in theory. I do that, and then all my members start complaining that they're locked out. So I have to go through every single member, like legit member, and because the search function in ClickFunnels doesn't work, I had to scroll through them, and then I had to create a new purchase from them, which then just threw everything out. and there was reported, like the ClickFunnels reporting is terrible, but it was made even worse because people now had purchases that they didn't actually purchase because I had to give them that purchase to get access to the content that they'd already purchased, which now just won't happen in WordPress because people buy the product and they get access. You don't get access unless you purchase the product. And if somebody doesn't get the email from me when they sign up, which hasn't happened so far, then I can simply just generate a new password for them. They log in, they change their password, happy days. ClickFunnels didn't have that. With all these issues going on with ClickFunnels, you would expect to have a really good support team as well. Someone you could go and rely on and say, look, this is broken, what can I do here? But the ClickFunnels support is really, really poor. And when you contact support, they're not actually employees of ClickFunnels, they're people that are just good at ClickFunnels. And so they don't have any access to your account. If something goes wrong in your account, they can't go in and fix it for you, which is really, really annoying. And when I had all these issues with the members joining overnight and having to do everything manually, and I asked them, and they're like, sorry, you're gonna have to go through each person manually and delete them, which would have taken me hours. So that completely sucked. But with WordPress, now I use MemberPress for the membership. They have support teams that can go into my membership site, fix things if I need to. It's just far, far better, far superior support. And when you've got something as technical as a membership site, it's important to have a team of tech people behind you that can help you when things go wrong. And lastly, the thing that really bothered me is it's just really limiting to use. For example, members can't watch a lesson and then click next lesson. You can't link to a lesson in ClickFunnels either. So if I wanted to send people to a specific lesson, I couldn't just send them the link. I have to say you have to go to module what and go find it yourself. Just the user interface. These things are small, but the user interface with ClickFunnels just isn't very nice. It's not you don't log into a ClickFunnels membership and go, oh, this is a great place to spend my time. And that is a really key element to a membership site, is you need your members spending time on the platform. You want them logging in as many times as possible, spending as much time there as possible, and so you need to give them a good experience when they log in. With ClickFunnels, they don't get that. It's just not a good experience. It doesn't feel like you want to spend a lot of time there. You're going there because there's a video there to watch. So it just didn't really feel good. And with that in mind, there's very limited reporting on things like how oftentimes people log in. If somebody didn't log in, send them an automatic email. All these different things ClickFunnels just doesn't have that WordPress does have. Now, with all that in mind, there is one, I would say, main benefit to ClickFunnels, especially if you're looking to do a membership site, which is the reason I used it, which is to create something and launch it fast and to see whether people purchase it or not. If you need to build something, if you want to try and test something, a new course, a new membership, ClickFunnels is perfect to do it because you can build something, set it up, sell it within a day, and you can see whether people will actually buy it or not. And if people buy it, great, you can then make the transition over to the new membership site. Whereas if people don't buy it, it means you don't have to spend thousands of pounds or dollars on getting something custom built for your membership, such as WordPress. Now I would say that moving from ClickFunnels to WordPress hasn't been easy. It's been very challenging. It took me about a couple of weeks to get all my users over. You had to transfer all over transactions and subscriptions, and there's lots of technical things that had to happen there to make that work. So it wasn't easy, but I think it's probably easier and better than spending thousands on a custom built membership site only to find that people don't actually want to buy it and people don't actually use it. So ClickFunnels is great in that respect. It builds something fast, it's quick, and it's easy. But it's definitely not the golden bullet, and it's definitely not the best membership product out there. So if you are looking to build your membership, perhaps look at ClickFunnels to get an MVP, but if you are sure that people are going to buy this membership, I would stay away from ClickFunnels, and I'm no longer using ClickFunnels for my membership site. So be sure to share this video with somebody that you think might find it interesting, maybe somebody is thinking about using ClickFunnels for their membership site. Be sure to like it if you found it useful, if you found it interesting, and be sure to share it. Be sure to subscribe as well, hit that bell notification so you don't miss any amazing videos. They're just so good. They're just so good. Also, it's my surname and that makes me feel quite good as well. So, I mean that's the main reason. It's not that the videos are, the videos are okay, but just hit it anyway. Just, Gavin Bell, get it. This breakup with ClickFunnels is obviously, it's obviously playing with me a little bit. I'd rather not talk about it. Have fun, be happy. See you next week.